Right, Sinead O'Leary, I've watched a lot of your stuff recently. Yeah, your knowledge on Jack the Ripper is phenomenal, Westminster, everything. So first of all, you're Irish, but what got you into coming over and doing the tours?
Growing up in a real big tourist town in Ireland, I think the basis of my history that I learned from there, I worked in a Victorian mansion there, and English history was always phenomenal, but particularly for me, serial killers. I was always into serial killers from a very young age. I'm a bit older now, but there was a series of these murder case books that used to come out about 20 years ago, and it was the exact case file of the investigations.
That was the early 90s.
Do you remember? It was in the early 90s, and they did the acid bathhouse murders, the Craze, they did Jack the Ripper, and Jack was always a fascination of mine. But Victorian history kind of really brought me to London, and I worked as a tour guide there, but I did live in New York for 10 years. So I ended up back in Killarney, again an amazing tourist town, but I just needed that city vibe again. So I came over here and actually started on the open top buses.
Right.
And started training their guides, and then I thought, well, listen, this is going well, so I may as well become self-employed, and that was it. Just building on the knowledge all along.
So is London your home now then?
Oh, that's a tough question. Second home. Ireland will always be home.
Yeah.
But London is, without a question of doubt, between New York and London, I'm a city girl, I guess, even though I'm from a beautiful part of Ireland. But yeah, it's home now. I'm not going anywhere in the near future again.
Yeah, because
I found my niche here, I think.
Yeah. So do you know what? You've been really, really busy. I mean, I've watched some of your stuff for months. Jack the Ripper, you know, your statistics are pretty
doing well,
accurate, very, very good. What drew you into Jack the Ripper then? Because it's quite slightly odd, isn't it? I write true crime books. You always feel that you've got to explain what you're doing. Why did Jack find you?
The mystery of Jack, but more so the victims themselves and the impact they had on the society in Whitechapel and how they changed the society for future generations to come. The media interest, dating all the way back to Victorian London, but the idea of the immigration, there were so many elements in Jack the Ripper, which has always appealed to me. And the mystery, everybody wants, you know, everybody's in love with the mystery of Jack the Ripper. And it's a tremendously educational story. And just the dark side of London, that's been my passion forever, dark history. So Jack is the darkest part of London's history, if you like, and is synonymous with it.
Right, and so you do tours. Tell me a bit about what you do for a living and how can people get in touch with you?
So at the moment, because of the pandemic, we've been in a kind of really difficult position. We've all got hit hard. So I work for like 5 different companies, but now there's 2. I work for here, Ripper Vision in the East End, but I also work for another company called Free Tours by Foot London. So we offer like tours at a pay-as-you-please price. So my boss, it's an international company, so it's all over the world. He suggested I start doing YouTube videos. So it's kind of taken off. We started 3 months ago. We started with Jack, the City of London, rock and roll tours, City of Westminster. But now I'm kind of doing a series of walk with.
Sorry about that. Go on.
That's all right. Now I'm doing a kind of a series of walk with me's around London. Yeah. So I just literally bring the camera with me. So we do things like Camden, Primrose Hill, Hyde Park, Kensington Gardens. So it's kind of taken off. We've just reached 1,000 subscribers.
So tell me about your channel. What's it called?
Free Tours by Foot London.
I'm going to put the link on this video. So if anyone would like to follow you, subscribe to your channel. And if anyone would like to pay to go on the tours, how can they get in touch with you? What's the best way?
So basically, you just contact Free Tours by Foot London. And basically there's a booking system there. It gives you a wide range of tours all over London. And that's it. You just book on the website. And then Ripper Vision has its own booking site. And that's a very unique experience as well. Because I do Jack the Ripper with free tours. Love that. And Ripper Vision also uses like a little projector to project images. So
right. So I'm going to put the links, guys. If you would like to subscribe to Sinead O'Leary's channel, she loves a knowledge on Westminster, London history, East End, not only Jack, lots of different things. You're kind of jack of all trades, really, aren't you?
That's it, a little bit of everything. Just a love of London, so just join me on a little walk around London.